What? A video on a Tuesday? That's crazy! Well, these videos have been getting an overwhelming amount of positive feedback, so I'm gonna try to go to 2 videos a week now. Because when you can't deliver on quality, deliver on quantity. Ha oh. Welcome back to Benjaminutes. I'm your host, Benjamin, and let's chat for a minute. I have spent the majority of my life being embarrassed. So when you guys asked me to share my most embarrassing moment, oh, it was hard to think of just one. So when I was in middle school, because the most embarrassing time is always middle school or early high school, I had my first crush ever. 8th grade was the year when I was like, yo, putting your lips on someone else's lips sounds fucking dope. For some reason. So we were having a field trip to an amusement park in Florida called Busch Gardens. Of course it would fucking happen in Florida. And on the bus ride there, my best friend at the time was like, bro, check it. This is your fucking chance. You just gotta sit on a ride with her. And then you're fucking in, dude. Yeah, we were 8th grade boys. We didn't know how dating worked yet. But that didn't matter. I had a goal in mind now. All I had to do was get on a ride with my crush and then, well, I don't know what I thought was gonna happen, but damn was my fragile little 8th grade heart set on it. The entire day was spent trying to find ways to get on a ride with her. Because again, if you get on a ride with someone, you're basically married. Well, it turns out the first 4 or 5 hours of the day were woefully disappointing. However, finally, the golden moment came. She came up to me and asked me if I wanted to ride the Kumba with her. Side note for later, the Kumba is a roller coaster that pulls 3.8 G-forces. Now on the outside, I was like, yeah, sure, I'll ride the Kumba with you. But on the inside, I was more like, ah! I can't believe I just fucking did that. Now, if you take nothing away from my videos, at least take this. Never fucking do what I did next. I have a notoriously weak stomach. I love riding roller coasters, but I need to take breaks in between them or else my stomach will straight up shit itself. But to add to the problem, I was drinking a Mountain Dew at the time, one of the fizziest kinds of soda. And rather than do the smart thing and give it away to a friend, I thought, I spent like $2 on this, which is like a month's salary in middle school money. So I fucking chugged it. That's right, I chugged an entire liter of Mountain Dew before going onto a roller coaster that pulls 3.8 G-forces. Good job, Ben. So we rode the ride and spoiler, I was nauseous coming off. But of course I didn't want her to know that, so I came off the ride like, that was cool, babe. That was really fun. But I guess she didn't have as pathetic of a stomach as me because she immediately wanted to ride another ride called the Montu, a ride that also pulls 3.8 G-forces, but also is known for confusing your senses. This ride was basically my hell. So we rode the ride and the minute it stopped, my stomach had a minute to realize what the hell had just happened to it, and it decided that now was the most opportune time to fucking explode. Never in my short life prior to this had I so purely experienced the emotion that is, fuck! I booked it. The minute that harness was off, I was gone. I found the nearest trash can and straight up let loose in that son of a bitch. Now, I have barfed so many times in my life because of my weak stomach that this wasn't all that big of a problem for me. Like, whatever, my guts are in the trash can now, this has happened before. But that's when I heard her come around the corner calling my name. And that's when I made my, what is it, 50th poor decision of the day? The entire fucking day was one big poor decision. Take it from me, never get up from the trash can if you just barfed because there's a good chance you're going to barf again. I turned to face her and suddenly felt the second burst coming. But don't worry, I didn't barf on her. I was able to cover my face just in time. But I barfed directly into my own hands and it went all over my clothes. And there I was, little middle school me, covered in barf, standing in front of my first crush. I felt the entire universe crashing down around me. And obviously the only logical course of action after that was to avoid her for the rest of 8th grade. But hey, every cloud has a silver lining. After I cleaned myself up, I got some sweet new duds at the nearby gift shop. An atrocious Hawaiian flower shirt and some sweet flame print swim trunks. So what's your most embarrassing story? What do you want me to talk about next? Tell me in the comments down below. You know, it's been like 7 years since then and I haven't gotten any smoother.